Could you just give me a reason why you like the Mets?
Yeah, first and foremost, I'm from New York originally, so I was born there. So I grew up from the time I was an infant until now, just diehard Mets fan, New York fan in general. So Jets, Mets, Knicks, Islanders, yeah.
Has there been one like standout moment for the Mets, especially, where you just felt really proud to be a Mets fan?
2015, they killed it all the way to the World Series, and then they lost to the Royals, but still super great season. I was proud. And 2000, they made it to the World Series against the Yankees.
One player that you never forget.
David Wright, captain.
Team you hate the most?
Royals.
Royals. Do you have any embarrassing stories of like crying, anything like that?
Like during a Mets game?
Yeah.
Well, they make you want to cry just about every other game, but I don't necessarily remember. I just remember being really disappointed 2015 because we like killed it all through the playoffs, and then they got to the World Series and they just kind of laid an egg. But yeah.
Why do you like the Kansas City Royals?
Because that was the first like professional baseball team that I followed. When I was a kid, my dad liked the Royals a lot, so that was just who I liked. And I can't say I'm a bandwagon when they won the World Series because I've liked them since I was a kid, and they were really bad.
Has there ever been any moments where you've wanted to switch teams?
Absolutely. The past few years, yeah. Since we won the World Series, we've been terrible. But no, I'm sticking with it. Not gonna switch.
So obviously being a Royals fan, pretty regional fan base, everybody's from here. Do you ever feel like there's kind of a camaraderie of fans? I know we're not in Kansas City, but
I think, yeah, especially because like if you go to Kansas City or anywhere in that area, if you go to Kansas City and like you go to a restaurant, like when there's even just a day game, like a noon game, you can go to a restaurant and it'll be on, and everybody in the restaurant's watching the game. And everybody's getting fired up when there are hits. Everybody's, for big plays, everyone's getting fired up. So yeah, definitely.
Favorite player ever on the Royals?
Ever. Probably pretty standard answer for Alex Gordon. Definitely, he's a dude.
Any other reason? Just anything to do with him being from Nebraska?
Well, yeah, he's from Nebraska, and he's been there for the longest. Just kind of embodied the Royal spirit. Fan favorite.
Do you have a least favorite team?
A least favorite team? I absolutely have a least favorite team. There's a couple. The Yankees are up there. The Astros are up there. It's the Astros. The Astros now. I hate the Astros.
Do you have one moment you specifically remember where you felt really proud to be a Royals fan?
It would either be, there's probably three that come to mind. When they beat Oakland in 2014 in the wild card game in extra innings. Game would have been game either 5 or 6 when they ended up winning the World Series in 2015, which is, that's obvious just because they won. That was pretty awesome. And then game 1 in the 9th inning when Alex Gordon hit a game-tying home run off of Juris Familia to send the game into extras.
Do you have any embarrassing moments where you like came to tears or got so mad at the Royals that you just refused to watch or anything like that?
I wouldn't say came to tears. There's been times when I've like given up on them for like a couple weeks because they've been so bad. But 2014 when they lost the World Series, that was probably the closest I got to being very emotional.
All right, Lewis Mixon, class of 2021. Lewis, why do you like the Huskers?
I like the Huskers because I've lived in Nebraska my whole life and just always grew up around the Huskers going to the games, and it's been a lot of fun, so I just always rooted for the Huskers and will always be a Huskers fan, I guess.
Do you ever, there's a lot of sports obviously with Nebraska, do you have one sport you like to watch more than others?
Football, just because that's the most watched sport in Nebraska and it's the most taken seriously, I guess, and that's just always been.
So obviously football is a big deal here in Nebraska. Now, when you ever go to a game or go to a bar or watch a game or whatever, do you ever feel like there's kind of a camaraderie of Nebraska fans?
Yeah, there's a bunch of Nebraska fans. I mean, Nebraska's known for having the Sea of Red, which is basically fans everywhere, and you'll run into a Nebraska fan in any state you go to, pretty much, if you just get to know them, I guess. But they're everywhere.
All right. Do you have a favorite Husker player?
Probably Amir Abdullah. He was a really good player for the Huskers, and he was in my generation, so just really thought he was